Friends, I am Taran Poddar and I am here with another topic on e-commerce. Let us begin with our topic. Today's topic is e-payment system. E-commerce site use electronic payment where electronic payment refers to paperless monetary transaction. Electronic payment has revolutionary the business processing by reducing the paperwork, transaction cost and labor cost, being user friendly and less time consuming than manual processing. It helps businesses organization to expand its market reaching reach expansion. UPI, Unified Payment Interface. Unified Payment Interface is a system that powers multiple bank accounts into a single mobile application, merging several banking features, seamless fund routing and merchant payment into one hood. It also caters to the papers peer to peer collect requests which can be scheduled and paid as per requirement and convenience. Blockchain technology. A blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public digital ledger that is used to record transactions across many computers so that the record cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and sequence of the network. The difference between traditional payment versus e-payment system. So e-payments are direct transaction through internet and traditional payments are cannot translate without human intervention. In e-payment, multiple options for payments are available, but in traditional payment, limited payment options are available. In e-payment, low operational cost is there, and in traditional payment, high operational cost is there. In e-payment, easy to track transactional status, but in case of traditional payment, less transparency on status and tracking. And in last point of our e-payment, have advanced security measures in place, but in traditional payment are risky to manage and prone to theft. Payment gateway. A payment gateway is a technology used by merchant to accept debit and credit card purchases for customers. The term include not only the physical card reading device found in brick and mortar retail store, but also the payment processing portal found in online stores. Securing information through payment gateway. Encrypting data is the main method that payment gateway uses to secure sensitive transaction data. When you enter your card details at the checkout, the payment gateway will encrypt the data. Encryption turns the data into another form or code so that only people who have access to a secret key. Payment card industry data security standard, also known as PCI DSS, is a set of compliances, rules, and securities regulations that are implemented by the major card schemes. PCI DSS compliance is a requirement for any business that processes credit card, debit card transaction. Secure socket layers or SSL is a security technology that create a safe between a payment provider and a customer web browser. Any data that complicated by the SSL is encrypted. All web browser can have an SSL. Secure electronic transaction or SET is a system and electronic portal that encrypt the payment data of credit card jointly designed by the major card scheme Visa and MasterCard. SET conceals all personal details on the card which prevent fraudulent from accessing the information. Example of e-payment gateway. There are multiple options to choose from when you are looking for third party payment gateway, but the most common one are in India is GPay, which is Google Pay, Phone Pay, Bharat Pay, Paytm, Amazon Pay, debit card, credit card, etc. Step regarding payment gateway. There are different steps for payment gateway. The first step is when accepting online payments, start by setting up your website and connecting it to a payment gateway. Step 2. Your customer makes a purchase from your website by clicking your payment link and entering their credit card and debit card details. The step 3 is the order and card details are sent to the payment gateway. The card information is securely transmitted to the payment gateway so that only your customer and their bank will be able to access their card details. Step 4. Next, the payment gateway verify your customer's card details and check if they have sufficient fund to make the payment. If they do, then the payment gateway proceed with the transaction. Additionally, the payment gateway prevent fraudulent activities with the help of anti-fraud tools. Step 5. The payment gateway that takes over and sends a request to the customer issuing bank to initiate the transaction. The issuing bank then sends this fund to the merchant bank, who then deposit them into the merchant account. Step 6 and the last step is the status of the transaction will be sent as a notification to the merchant. The payment gateway that you are using determines how long it takes to receive your payment. Most payments are received in real time almost immediately after the transaction is complete, but some may take as long as 21 days if there are any error in processing. And the types of payment gateway. There are four different types of gateways are hosted payment gateway, self-hosted payment gateway, API hosted gateway, local bank integration gateway. We will know about each gateway. First one is hosted payment gateway. If you don't want to deal with the finer detail of integrating and maintaining your website's payment gateway, a fully hosted service is probably your best bet. A hosted payment gateway works by directing the customer away from your checkout page. And the next gateway is self-hosted payment gateway. If you prefer to have greater control over your user experience, you might be more interested in choosing a self-hosted payment gateway like Spotify or Stripe. The difference between a hosted and self-hosted gateway is that in the case of self-hosted, customer payment details are collected directly on the merchant website. These details are then encrypted and submitted to the third party payment gateway for authorization. And the third is API hosted payment gateway. An API hosted payment gateway is best for merchants who want to take complete control of their website design. Both the payment details and processing are handled directly on the merchant website using an application programming interface or API. An API hosted gateway offers a fully customizable checkout experience and can be integrated with a variety of step up including mobile devices. And our last gateway is local bank integration gateway. This gateway redirects the customer to the merchant website where all payment and contract information is input and exchanged. The customer is then redirect back to the merchant site once payment has cleared alongside a payment notification. And in our last topic for today, list of e-commerce payment system. First is debit card. A debit card is a card with unique numbers and it linked to the customer bank account. A debit card deducts money from the user's bank account instantly at the time of the transaction, which is the main distinguish between debit card and credit card. Credit card. Credit card are the most popular form of payment for e-commerce transaction. Enabling credit card payment on your website can enable customer to shop without having a worry about paying upfront. E-wallet. The e-wallet can be thought of as a prepaid account that enable users to store a variety of debit card, credit card, and other payment method in a safe environment without having to enter their number each time they wishes to make a purchase. Smart card. In terms of appearance, debit and credit card and smart card are somewhat comparable. Smart card, however, contain an embedded microprocessor chip. It has the ability to store money as well as the personal and professional information. Faster processing is possible with smart card at lower rate. Online banking. Customer can confidently make purchases by paying with a bank account directly. The user doesn't need to a debit card to use this e-commerce payment system, but they still need to register with their bank for a net banking facility. The customer only need to provide their net banking ID and PIN in order to complete a purchase. Mobile payment. Customer may easily and quickly use mobile payment to make purchase using their smartphones. A user only need to download a mobile payment app from the application and store. Thank you. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more detail in e-commerce. Thank you.